Watermelon children are back. They showed up last night. I heard something at about 3 o'clock in the morning. I grabbed the puppy, came out here, and then I noticed back here that boat, there was a Sasquatch that was taking that boat and pulled it all the way out here, was pulling it like it was a toy. And I said, hey, motherfucker, knock that shit off. And so he left it out there. We had to pull it back. And then he walks over to the motorcycles and he takes them like this and is going like this, like they're toys. And I'm right when I'm saying, hey, motherfucker, you better fucking get the fuck out of here. I got a gun. I had a gun with me. From around the corner comes watermelon children. But the two watermelon children that I've seen before, they're adult now. And the female, I'm just saying, she's real shapely. You know, it's crazy how she looks. Now, they had a watermelon child with them. They had a child with them. And I'm wondering, is it their little brother? Or did they breed? And this is their kid? Because I thought that the two watermelon children that I'd seen before, it was like brother and sister. And then now they have this third one. So they have bags with them as they come around the corner. Now, so they had bags with them as they came around this corner, and I heard the door slam, so they were obviously in my barn. And I said to them, I said, is that my stuff? You need to put that stuff back. And the woman watermelon person walks over to this trash can over here. She walks over to this trash can over here, gets up on the trash can, and pulls up her dress. And she had no panties on. She's sitting on that freezing cold trash can, and she had a very finely manicured biscuit. I mean, it was fucking hot. I knew what she was saying. You know, I knew what she was saying, so I went over there, and I was just going to check it out. I was getting down lower, and as I got down lower, the male child watermelon kid fucking grabs the back of my hood and pulls me back, and I sort of fall back, and I stand up, and he's standing right there, and he's like this. So I go like, bam, like that, real hard against him, and it knocked his melon back, and his melon fell off. As his melon fell off, she stands up. You know, she gets up off the trash can and just sort of jumps over the fence. But when she jumps over the fence, it's like she's running, and then her legs stop, and she does this like skip and just sort of flies over the fence. You know, she's like normal height, but I mean smoking hot now, smoking hot. And I'm not exaggerating when I talk about like the manicured biscuit. It was pretty tasty looking. So the watermelon kid, the young kid that I like knocked this watermelon off, he's standing there going like this, and then he just picks up some of the bags that he had put down and does the same thing and flies over the fence. But I have it. Check out what I have. Check this out. I not only have his melon head, he left his hat. His hat is like stuck onto the melon somehow. But the melon, it just looks like a regular melon. Like when I pushed him back, it just like kind of snapped the stem or something, you know? You know how like a watermelon's attached to the vine? But they have hands and everything, like their body, I'm telling you. Hot watermelon woman, like she's full on, like that's flesh. I'm telling you, the female had just an incredible body. She does, she has an incredible body. One of my fears is like if I was fucking her, you know, like would her head like wobble and then flop off, and then all of a sudden you're just fucking this body. And do you know what I'm saying? Like, that might be sort of weird. Their skin, when I mean they don't have a tan, they don't have a tan. Their skin is like the color of cream cheese. It's very strange. They're very white, you know, but it's clearly a human body. The Sasquatch, like after all this happened, and, you know, the little guy without his fucking melon head kind of floated over the fence. The Sasquatch was still fucking around, and I told the Sasquatch to get the fuck out of here, you know, and the Sasquatch just went walking off with them. It's a very strange situation. I don't know what to do. I don't really know what to do with the melon. I think I'm going to get its DNA tested. We're going to have to do some DNA testing, and maybe I'll send it to that famous Bigfoot researcher, Jeff, whatever his name is. He can do the DNA testing on the melon and tell us exactly, you know, what is up with the melon children and melon humans. They're obviously living with Bigfoot. I mean, they live somewhere in those woods back there. That's all I know. But if the melon children can grow this quickly into adults, and you know they're procreating, we already have another small watermelon child. And here's another fact: if you knock off their head, they probably just regenerate a head. So maybe these things can't be killed. It might be a real problem. We might be overrun with watermelon children and Sasquatch. There's a lot of Sasquatch in this area. Chupacabra. This is Beaver Dams, New York. It's a hotbed for paranormal activity. A lot of Sasquatch. Watch out, they're dangerous. And the watermelon children, watch out. Some of them are super hot and you're going to want to do it. You know? I want the female to come back just to like maybe talk to her a little bit, see what she's about, see what she's into, you know? Maybe it wouldn't be so repulsive if she put like a bag over her head, you know? Like maybe I could get a potato sack and she could wear that. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. I gotta do something. I gotta call the authorities and have them come out, check out this watermelon. Cornell's on their way over. Dr. Dirk Johnstonson, he's coming over to check out the watermelon head. We might have this watermelon head put into the Bigfoot Museum of North America because they're obviously, they hang out with the Bigfoot. And I'll tell you what, I don't know what the Bigfoot was doing, what they want to do with the boat or the motorcycles. This could be a big problem. This is Beaver Dams, New York. This is a terrifying situation. This is Beaver Dams, New York. We have watermelon children and watermelon adults appearing, and here's a decapitated melon head. I worry about my safety, you know? It's a Sasquatch and watermelon people, for lack of a better term. And one of them appears to be real hot. That worries me, you know? I don't want to get a social disease.